Mozzie, salute, homie. Appreciate the pull up. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you share the live. Make sure you go subscribe. Make sure you go to that community wall. Make sure you go to that notification bell and hit all so you can get all my notifications. You dig? You dig?
Fake ones vanish. Shoot right back. Yeah, my aim the tightest. If you chat reckless, get packed in the chat. Murphy Brixton, Flash never M. We don't switch the script. Dark side biz. Put up off skit clip. Boom. China brim, Harlem legend, Phantom shine. All my support, y'all part the team. Gang, gang, gang. Man, that a game. I just spin the block, my content. Live them tight, feeling lame. Hop news, more like hip hop L's. I just started one, now we singing bells. All smooth, funny, but they still stuck. Oh, 5 bucks, Mr. Shoot right back. Us never, never, ever. Miss me with the talk. I don't suggestion. Dark side biz. Never say order, but we bring it on. Dark side season, where the snakes get peeled. Loyalty to code, but the get exposed. I'm the truth, in fact. Cross that line, but we bring it on. Fuck us, never them. We don't switch the script. Dark side biz. Tell apart the team. Minds flow with it punches. They be talking tough, but they moving fear. I just pop a top, let the truth appear. Man, that shit a joke. I just flip the scene, leave them in a choke. Dark side, dark side. Us never them. Us never them. Us never them. Oh, 5 bucks, Mr. Shoot right back. Dark side general, where the lanes get packed. All my supporters, y'all the realest ones. Realest ones. Without y'all, this ain't fun. Silence. 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 Us never them. Us never them. Them. Oh, 5 bucks. Mr. Shoot right back. Dark side general. Where the lanes get packed. All my supporters, y'all the realest ones. Without y'all, this ain't fun. Silence. Silence. Boss never them. 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 Side, yeah. Us never. We don't switch the script. Dark side biz. Y'all part the team. Gang. Don't put it back. Dark side general. Where the lanes get packed. All my supporters, y'all are the realest ones. Without y'all, this ain't fun. Silence. Silence.
Salute, salute, salute. What's going on? What's going wrong? Salute to the people. What is going? El Plaga TV. Salute, my guys. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe, like, and share my man El Plaga TV, man. That's a fact. You know how that's going. You know how that's going, people. That is a whole fact. Make sure you go like, share, and subscribe early. You dig? El Plaga, what's the word, man? What's the word? What's the word? Yeah, let him come up in the building. Guess these notifications going out a little late, I see. You already, man. That's the only way we can win. You know what I mean? We got to make it happen, whether rapping or clapping. Brimside, salute, homie. You already, man. What's the vibes? Appreciate the pull up. What's the vibes? What's the vibes? Y'all see what's going on? What's the vibes? Y'all see what it is? It's nasty work going on. You know, we got to speak on it from both angles. It's not just to have your name caught up in that. It's no bueno.com. Not when you're on the TV every day. It's no bueno.com. So whether right or wrong, it's no bueno. As you should. As you should. Yeah, it's definitely looking spooky. Safest place is at work. You understand? That's the safest place, people. At work. Anywhere else, I don't know. You might gotta wrap that yellow tape around your neck. John, salute. I appreciate the pull up. Yeah, let them come in the building, man. Let them come in the building. Yes, sir. Let them come in the building. It's ugly, man. You know it's ugly. It's definitely ugly. I just don't know why we make it hard for ourselves. I don't understand that. I don't understand that. Hey, John, make sure if you want to ask a question, John, hit the super chat. If I answer your question, you got to pay for it. If you want me to answer that question, hit the super chat. Do that. Do that. How that sound, John? Do that. Hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. So I'm about to put on subscribers mode for the first time. But yeah. Hit that super chat. I answer any question. But it's looking nasty out here. From the Shannon, Sharpe, Kanye West. I mean, I don't, you know what I mean? It's ugly. It's ugly. Come on, get them likes up. Get them likes up. Got 8 people watching. We should have at least 16 likes. Yeah, need to double that. You got 8 people watching. It should be 16 likes. Come on, get them likes up. Get them likes up. This right here is gonna be dope content. Get the likes up. Yeah, get the likes up. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta know how to be swift and changeable, but yet remainable. You dig? Now I don't recap and play the, you know, don't give nobody the opportunity for none of that. So we get raw content on how I feel about it. And there don't got to be no truth to it. It's just on how I feel about it and what I done watched and heard with my own ears and my own eyes. It's just sad. It's just sad. Come on, the more people come in the building, the more them likes should be going up. Come on, let's get these likes up before this show starts. Let's get these likes up, man. You gotta start. I gotta start promoting that. You know what I mean? My analytics told me you gotta keep promoting, getting your likes up. You know what I mean? Engage with the people. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm listening to analytics. Gotta listen to the analytics, people. If you don't listen to the analytics, then I don't know what to tell you. And I gotta start getting them likes up, people. Gotta get those likes up. Gotta get that average up. Gotta get that average up. Open everybody enjoying the weather. Definitely open everybody enjoying the weather. Still give people time to come in the building. We gonna have a nice one, people. We definitely gonna have a nice one. It's gonna be a nice one. I would love some chat participation as well. You know what I mean? Because this is just, we chopping it up. What you think, how you feel, yeah, we chopping it up. You know what I mean? So let's get some chat participation going on. You know, yeah, we go from there. But I'm definitely bring y'all a great show. Definitely bring y'all a great show. Because we got to talk about this. This is not normal. It's just not, people. It's not normal. I'll be the first to say it. It is not normal. Artist, salute, my God. Appreciate the pull up. Yeah, it's not normal. You know what I mean? It's definitely, it's disgusting. Whether it happened or it didn't, it's just disgusting. But we're going to talk about it. We're going to get to it. Let the notifications go out. Let the notifications go out. I ain't even do my blast. Cause to me, I don't be thinking, that'd be like a waste of time sometimes doing that. The blast, send outs and all that. It's going to be a waste of time. Dudes don't even tune in, long enough to give you a view. You dig? But, that's what I do. So for the people who people who might not be interested, when you see it on a gram, it's just a blast. It's a blast. It's not manually done. It's a blast. Boom. So And when people send it to me, I go tune in. At least enough to give them a view. You know what I mean? It don't matter who you are. Word up. So we just let them come in the building, get enough people in the building, people. You know what I mean? So we start our show. My notifications going out real late. But that's cool. You know? It's definitely cool. So, y'all see what the thumbnail is. I want to know, is Shannon Sharpe going out bad? Or is that lawyer going out bad? It's a lot of things that is like, it's no bueno.com, man. Like, how's they keep allowing this lawyer? But yeah, we gonna talk about it. I got pull up in the building. We gonna talk about it. We definitely gonna talk about it. Cause you know, it's looking wicked. Uncle Ralph, salute. Opinion, salute. Salute to India. Salute to India. Make sure you hit that like button, India. Opinion. Asia, salute. Appreciate the pull up. Yeah, we gotta. Yeah, see my notifications. Look, 17 minutes, 20 minutes of my notification. Well, we gonna go to 20 though. You know what I mean? Get them. So I didn't send it out. So that was on me. But people should have got it though. So you dig? But yeah, we gotta talk about this. Um, I mean, what's that? Bigfoot Indians. I don't know too much, but I think I know enough just to, you know what I mean, to know and understand that y'all, that y'all are very important. You know what I mean? Opinion? Just to know enough that y'all are important. Monique, hey Monique, salute. Appreciate the pull up. AP, salute. AP coming to gate shooting. Set. Salute. Shannon Sharpe definitely did bad. Dude dealing with 20-year-olds. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, we gonna talk about that, AP. Whether he did it or not, because we don't know. We do know that lawyer. Yeah, that lawyer. Yeah, we know he's bad business. So we ain't gonna jump out the window. But I get it though. Just his name involved in that is nasty work. Your name shouldn't even be involved in that. It's nasty work. Then you got it's player people. You got lawyers that, yeah, they with the ish. Yeah, they with it. Yo, let's get to this. Munyon, he did what? Yeah. Because there's a lot of loopholes in this that it just makes me not understand certain things. I just don't understand it. Just don't understand it, people. For the life of me. I mean, that is. Can I ask the people? That is a charge, right? I don't want to, because I feel like I'm bugging. Ain't that a charge? Am I bugging? So, I can't jack that, but I am going to jack it from another angle, meaning his name shouldn't even be caught up in that. Cheer Witty, salute. Appreciate the pull up. Chill, witty, care, free. I don't know what I don't know what that is, but we just gonna say witty. Salute, witty. Appreciate the pull up. DC, salute. Appreciate the pull up. Yeah, his whole reputation, man. I think, you know what I mean. I think just it's a blemish on it now, man. Career could be in jeopardy. I mean, but by any means, this might be a good look for him. Because, I mean, just being honest, and my man Mikey B voice, I'm not going to say me, I thought he was down with the, I'm going to say Alphabet City boys. If you know, when you're in the New York area, you know Alphabet City, you know. So, is it like, okay, you got your hand in the cookie jar, you know what I'm saying? All right, we thought you just, you know what I mean? We thought you just ate pudding. Don't let that go over your head. You know what I mean? Yeah, AP, then, we gonna get to that 19, like, this is what I'm saying. Right? Because we don't know people. We don't know whether this is true or false. We don't know this. Right. So let's speak from the outside looking in. You understand? Let's speak from that. Outside looking in and say to ourselves, why is your name even caught up into that? It all looks bad. The age, bad. 19, 20, whatever. Looks bad. Right? Then you say, again, we all thought you was, Alphabet City material. If you know, you know. That's 2. And then 3, why would you want this type of light on what you're trying to do in life? I clap, salute, appreciate the pull up. Make sure y'all hit that like button, people. Yes, please hit that like button. Come on, come on. Can we get a moment of silence for the like button? Yeah, let's get a moment of silence for the like button, man. They killing it. Like, I need you to, come on. We need a moment of silence for the like button, man. Oh, man, they got 15 likes. I'm almost a half an hour into the show. Come on, people. Like, really, though? That like button, man. Yeah, you gonna get a moment of silence for the like button, man. Wild Country, salute. Appreciate the pull up. Yeah, we gotta get a moment of silence for the like button, man. Yeah, come on, people. You know what I mean? I shouldn't have to do that, man. You dig? But yeah, that's a fact, though, AP. You know what I mean? I'm a firm believer in that. And I think that's what's going to happen. I think they're going to pack them up behind this. Because, these corporations is not going to, come on, first take ESPN. You think they're going to allow him to sit in front of that camera with this on his name? Because it could get ugly. So, just not a good look for him. Just not. Then, with everything going on now, Ming, salute. Appreciate your pull up. Appreciate your pull up, my guy. Okay. You from Nepal? Salute to Nepal. Salute to Nepal. Word. Make sure everybody in Nepal know about 050 Bucks, aka Mr. Shoot Right Back. Tell them to hit that like button, subscribe. Yeah. We rock with Nepal. Tell them to pull up. Spread the word in Nepal. Like, yo, let's go subscribe. Let's go over there and check 050 Bucks out. He be talking his talk. He be talking his talk. Yeah, so, you know, it could get spooky for the man. You know what I mean? It could get spooky for the man. And look how much they suing for. 50 million. 50 million. Black Afghanistan, salute, my guy. Appreciate the pull up. Yeah, 50. They suing for a 50 piece. Word, a 50 piece. That's how much they suing for. Then when you look at who's yo, the game is wicked, people. You definitely got to know and understand your space, man. You got to understand your space, man. It's a fact. You got to understand it. Don't disrespect your gut feeling. It's a fact. Don't disrespect your gut feeling. Word up. That's knowing and understanding your space. You dig? That's knowing and understanding your space. Word up. Because this right here, you got the lawyer dude. I mean, is it safe to say he crooked? Because I don't know. He still got his license. So who am I? But he still got his license. This is the same lawyer that represented another John Doe and in Jigga Man joint. So do we take what he presents to the jury? Can we take that serious? Being outside the juror's box, can we as the jury take that serious? Can we as standing outside the jury box take that serious? That's 2 out of 3. How's he allowed to keep on bringing allegations on people and his name is bad? You know what I mean? That's like you walk up. You know how back in the days, dudes doing what they do. You woke up, you know who had that gasoline, and you know who just had that trash. Nah, you my guy and all that, but my man, he got that fire, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, you mean to tell me that people still, like, go with this guy, like, in a court of law? Like, we gonna go into this building, and we go get to the money on. Because that's what this is. Scamming at its best. 50 mil, we don't get 50 mil. Worst case scenario, we'll probably get 10 mil if he try to settle out. 25 mil if he try to settle out. It's a come up. A win-win. And that's what I'm saying. So, when you think about it and you say, this is the same lawyer that brought allegations on Jigga Man. Like, what are we doing? You know what I mean? What are we doing? But yo, man, you rocking out with your boy 050 Bucks, aka Mr. Shoot Right Back. Make sure when y'all come in the building, hit that like button. Before we have another moment of silence for the like button, hit that like button. Share the live. You got people in Nepal, you got people in India. Hit the like button. Share the live out. Go subscribe to the channel. Go to the community wall. Go to the notification bell and hit all, so when I come on, we ain't got to wait for 21 people to come in, and we've been on a little over a half an hour. Come on, people. All this is free. It's free. All of it. All of it is free. You know what I mean? So, you know, I don't know. I don't know what he gonna do. You know what I mean? I don't know if he gonna settle out. I don't know what y'all think. Y'all think he gonna settle out? Because to me, it looks like just that. So he might get smart and then go get that Jay-Z lawyer. You know what I mean? Go get Jigga Man lawyer and be like, hey, yo, listen, this is the same dude. What you do to? And yeah, he might get somewhere, but I mean, to have your name caught up in that, you dealing with a 19-year-old and, you know, blah, 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 blah. I mean, if that's what floats your boat, that's what floats your boat. Now, if I'm not mistaken, he's somewhere in the range of 55 to 60 years old. If that's what he into, yo, that's good money. I mean, no, not in my eyes. For him, it's good money. Because in my eyes, people, I'm just being honest. So my man Mikey B voice, I thought he was hanging out over there in Alphabet City. If you know, you know. So I'm like, oh, his hand in the cookie jar. Okay. I thought, you know, he was sitting down eating pudding or something. I mean, I'm just being honest. And my man Mikey B voice, that thing was looking like, yeah, you ain't, you know, I mean, that's just me. You know, I tune into the show, like the body language for me, you know what I mean, the crossing of the legs, and I mean, what would you think? Am I the only one thinking that? Am I the only one seeing that? Like, come on. It's right there. So, it's like a gift and a curse for me. You know what I mean? He get, you know, and my man Zip voice, he getting some Heine. He getting some, the wrong way. But, yo, you know what, people, to be honest with you, right? And this is just speaking outside the box. You got females that's lining them type of plays up nowadays. Yeah. Lining them right on up. Right on up. It's a payday. But my thing is, and the message that I'm delivering today is that when you somebody like that, I wouldn't even put myself in that predicament at all. I mean, because worst case scenario, how was a 19-year-old, like how is a 19-year-old even having your name in her mouth in this manner? Yo, was the John Doe 19-2 in a Jay-Z case? Somebody let me know. Smarter than your average. Salute, my guy. Somebody let me know. Hey, yo, smarter than your average. Was the John Doe the same age as the John Doe in Jay-Z case? Yeah, well, Dash, that's on you. You know what I mean? I'm hoping you're about 17 and 16. I mean, I'm just hoping. Right, but is so that's not the same. That's not the same victim. Is that the same victim? That is that the same 19-year-old girl that's with this Shannon Sharpe situation? Is that the same 19-year-old girl that's in Jay-Z's situation as well? Were they the same? Somebody in the chat let me know. Was they the same? For those who know. Don't speculate now. I don't need you to speculate. Dash, I'm 22. I mean, by any means. It's all about how you feel at 22. If that's what you feel like, that's what you stand on, then, who am I? Who am I to say what you can't do or you know what I mean? Dash, smarter than the average. No, they wasn't the same age. All right, copy. Wow. Can you imagine that, though? 19 years old? And I want to say I give Shannon Sharpe, what, 55 to 60? That's nasty work. Yo, seriously, people. That's nasty. That is disgusting. That's disgusting. And see and you see the point I'm making is now you have this guy, right? Because if you're looking at it from a disgusting view, every time he go on any platform, that platform will go sour. You think they're gonna back him? You think they're gonna want that backlash? Like even now, it's bad. It's bad backlash. Even now, it's bad. It's because a lot of the young people, they into the the YouTube thing and all that. So your crowd is not gonna be an older crowd anyway. Your fan base is a young fan base. You know what I mean? Anywhere from, I say, 19 and up. Even if you say 20, you got a younger fan base. Not too many people older than that tunes into that fan base. You understand? So them the people that you gonna lose, which is gonna be a bulk of your fan base. Lock ass, salute, my guy. Yo, lock ass is crazy. Hey, yo, that part, AP. That part. Like, that part. And did anybody see how this female looked? Let's just get to that first in my man Zip voice. Did anybody... I want to know that. Did anybody see how this female looked? Lock ass said, if it's grass on the field, play ball. Yo, smarter than your average. We in pick and choose. It's a foul, but we turn a blind eye when it's in the hood. We all know a drug dealer back in the days that was messing with them young girls. That's a whole fact, Dash. Yeah, she looked mature. Did anybody else besides Dash see how this female looked that's putting these allegations on Shannon Sharpe? Because if it's one of them Dwight Howards in the other, joint that used to be the dancer, that's out here, telling all the business. She telling all the business. She telling all the white business. Word, that's a fact. She telling all the business. Come on, people. Yeah, hit that. Get that like button up, people. Get that like button up, please. Unless we have another moment of silence. You know what? No. Let's have another moment of silence, please, for the like button. Yeah, let's have a moment of silence for the like button, man. Hey, yo, smarter than your average? You said he tried to pay who? Who you talking about? Smarter than your average? He tried to pay Shim 10 million, so he did it. Who you talking about? Who tried to pay the young girl 10 mil? I clap. Damn, he got a name. I clap cheeks for fun. I just caught that. I clap cheeks for fun. Said as long as the law permits it, someone grandpa will always try. Yeah, man, that's sad. Smarty Average said, "Shit, word." Oh, so it. Wait, is it safe to say it's a little truth to this? Wow, say it ain't so, Powder. Say it ain't so. Yeah, I'm had to do a part two on this. Yeah, I got to do a part two on this because I ain't read that. All I seen so far is he was getting sued for 50 mil, Shorty 19. That's all I really read up on. Wow, he tried to give a 10 mil hush money. So it's some truth to these allegations. NoBueno.com. You see, because I try to get a benefit of the doubt. Now, we know this lawyer. Come on. We know what this lawyer they got doing. Oh yeah, I gotta go. Yeah, I gotta go see what's up with that. Yeah, I gotta see what's up with that. Oh, word, Uncle Ralph. Even yo, man, I'm out the loop. I ain't even a phone call. So my thing is this: where's the photo? Is there any photo floating around? Well, I gotta, man. So what? Did the piece of crap lawyer buck up on one? Is it safe to say he got one? Hey yo, I clap. That's my ending statement. So if all this went on and it was supposed to be true, why no criminal charges? Hey yo, AP, why no criminal charges? Smarter than your average, why no criminal charges? Uncle Ralph, why no criminal charges? Like, why is no criminal charges if this thing's supposed to be true? Which state did this happen in? Because don't that state have picked the charge up anyway? Well, obviously she's speaking already. Smarter than your average. So Dad, so it's cool that In order for her to get that bag, right? Don't she got to tell detail for detail unless he settle out? Smarter than your average said no. The message spoke for her. I mean, yeah, that's what I would think, Dash. He gonna settle out so she don't run her mouth. But I seen something that I don't know what platform I was on, that they did a show and they saying how Shannon Sharpe was going at the lawyer dude, like he gonna fight it. So who's suing Shannon Sharpe now for 50 mil? Who's suing Shannon Sharpe right now for 50 mil? That's what I want to know. Who is that suing him for 50? For that good old 50 piece. Hey, yo, I clap. Who is the one sued for 50 mil? Yeah, Dash, she want more than that 10 mil. You already know she want more than that 10 mil. Especially her seeing that someone is suing for 50? A 50 piece? Yesterday's price is not today's price. Black Afghanistan. Yeah, Black. Nah, smarter than your average. What's the man law? Hey, yo, who's suing Shannon Sharpe for 50 mil? Dad said the girl is suing for the 50 mil? Ron BX, salute, my guys. Appreciate the pull up. I'll clap 50 mil. Hey, yo, that must be amazing cookie jar. 50 mil, that has to be an amazing cookie jar. Like, that's a fact. 050 in the building. Salute to my guy, Ron BX. Yeah, that's a fact, Ron BX. He out of pocket with that. But let's be greedy. Why start at 50 mil? Smarter than your average said the man law is if you fly a woman out with the intent to smash and you tell her you're gonna give her some money, that's a crime. It's called, yeah, that's a fact. I heard that. I just ain't know the name of it. Yeah, but I heard that. I think they that's how they really spanking Diddy with one of them charges. Dad said this girl probably heard about that one scandal with the yeah, that's a fact. That's all it takes. You know what I mean? If you were lit, you were lit. You know, like I was saying earlier. These girls now, they you know, they setting the plays up. They out here YouTubing. Trill, salute. Appreciate the pull up. He said Shannon Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. That's how I feel, Trill. I don't think it ain't no coming back. I definitely don't. Yeah, they call it human trafficking, Dash. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's one of those they hit Diddy with. Well, 50, yo, hey, yo, Ron BX, 50 mil should have been a hush money. You don't come up off 50 mil, then, yo, we going to court. Why soon for 50? Yo, 50 should have been a hush money. If he's willing to give up 10 mil, he got 50 mil. 50 mil, let's rock. You'll never hear this story again. Simple, right? Simple mathematics. Now for the hush money, smaller than your average, yeah. That's what I'm saying. If I know I act for 50, I'm going to take 30. Maybe even 40. That's the hush money. Now, you don't act accordingly with the hush money. We going, you know what I mean? We going to the white man justice. We going to get ahead and rock this out. We going to do what we do. We not gonna play with it. We definitely ain't gonna play with it. Oh, you don't want to come up with that money on? All right, let's get ahead and destroy your whole career. So now the question is, his career worth 50 million? That's the question. Is his career worth 50 million? Yeah, if that's true, Dash, that you make a point. I mean, I'm still stuck on the lawyer though. You know, he have this. You know, he have done this in the past. You know what I mean? And then they turn out good. So you know, that's nasty work with that lawyer though. I can't say that. That lawyer is nasty work. Word up. Yeah, it's smarter than your average. That's hush money. Yo, listen, I need 50 to shut up. But yo, the nasty thing, right? The nasty thing is when they pull that kid out. Was it protected, unprotected? It's like Pamela, salute. Appreciate the pull up. You know, like, that's when it's gonna turn left a little bit. Hold on. If it don't matter either way if this is said to be true. But this thing, you know, let's theologically think weird. All right, cool. No protection. Do we even have? Do Shannon Sharpe have kids? Anyone know in the chat? Do Shannon Sharpe have kids? Damn, he got a daughter on BX? Wow. That's, you know what I mean? See what I'm saying? Look, the embarrassment don't stop. Because how would he feel? That's sad. Because how would he feel? You know what I mean? And we're not saying this is okay on the behalf of both parties. One party saying one thing and another party saying another thing. So as a father, how would you feel? How would you feel? I don't know. Let's see what First Take do. Let's see what ESPN do. I mean, it's because how would I look? You sharing a platform, right? And not to say that the person sharing the platform has daughters 19 and up. And they sharing a platform with somebody who allegedly with a 19-year-old. How would that energy be? Do we hold that person accountable? Like, how do we look at that person that is sit there and converse with such thing? Allegedly, if this happened. And now they saying that hush money was brought up. I don't know. Trooper 69, salute my guys. Appreciate the pull up, man. Appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you sitting there sharing a platform with somebody, you know, if you're a father and you have a 19-year-old or up, let's give the benefit of the doubt, and you know and understand someone in the age of 55 to 60, you know what I mean? You mean to tell me it's okay for you to sit? I mean, I know it's all about the check. I get it. But when does it become cool? I I can't. I don't know. I think that's the part that's just gonna start. It's gonna start a lot of whispers. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't know. That right there is kind of. And again, you ain't even gotta have a child, but let's just put icing on the cake. If you got a child, you dig, and you sitting there and you how? You know, that's what's playing back with me. You know what I mean? Like, how? How is it that you could sit there in a company is that a sign that that's something you have done before or you would do? We talking the person that's sharing the platform with Shannon Sharpe at this time. So is it safe to say that that person is with it? You know, the host, well, the guest I'm speaking of, that is sit on the same platform as Shannon Sharpe. If these allegations are true, so allegedly, with these things that's on his name, They ESPN first take they could lose a lot of money behind this. You know what I mean? They could lose a lot of money behind this. That's a fact. AP said his daughters are older than oh my. Now see that's the embarrassment. That's when embarrassment plays in. But I'm not gonna act like I never seen that done. I'm not gonna act like I never seen it done. You understand? Is it right? Nah. It's despicable. And for the people that sit there and act like they don't hear all this noise, it's even more nerve wracking. It's nerve wracking. Now, again, I know you all for your money. Would that be cool if that was your daughter? Is that what money doing? Because the way this situation looking, these are the things that you don't do when you got money. I just don't get it. Let's just think outside the box. You got all this bread, right? And allegedly, you what's wrong with like going like you know somewhere where you can at least say not near American touch this. Like how half the bag and you do that. That's like real desperate at its high. You know, that's like that Kanye West situation. I think that's kind of like desperate at its high. When you can come on a platform and you can talk about you have been indulging in these type, you know? I don't get it. But yet we be the ones complaining, meaning complaining. And when you get there, meaning to the upper room, you don't know how to handle it. Don't know how to handle it. That's sad. It's sad. Because you'll rather put your reputation. Now, same thing, right? Speaking of the Kanye thing, right? You a father. From what I'm hearing and what I read, his daughter loves him. I mean, not to say that she don't, but I mean, love on the triple X. You know? She turns on YouTube. Dirty Kenzo, salute my guy. Appreciate the pull up. She turns on YouTube and see things like that coming out her father's mouth. No Shantae. Whoa. No Shantae. But yeah. So It's situations like that. When you a father, you're ruining reputations that shouldn't be ruined on your behalf. Come on. I don't know too many people who gonna be alright going to joint and they see their parent talking about they was in the studio with a nigga mic in his mouth. What? Hold on. Like that's weird. That is weird, people. To have your, and let's not say your son. I was gonna say daughter. It may be worse, but it's safe to say your son. You know what I mean? Your son pick it up. He looking. Damn, my pops. What? You know what I mean? Like, you in the studio with another nigga mic in your mouth? How would you hit? Like, we already know the respect factor might, or it should. But when you, damn, pops. Like, how can you even look at your pops, man? Like, moving forward, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, don't tell me to take no garbage. You know what I mean? Like, nigga, you in niggas studio with niggas mic in your mouth. And you want to play tough, and I mean, under this roof here. It's no respect. Now, I mean, with the daughter, she just may have something in common with her pops. I just think. You know? Just might have something common. You might run it in a conversation, daughter and father having, and they, pretty much giving each other tips. No, Shantae. Giving each other tips. You did? Kevin, salute. Appreciate the pull up. Literally giving each other tips on how to rock that mic in the studio. So, it may not be that, like, for the daughter. I don't know. It just may not. You know what I mean, AP? You walk up in that joint, father and daughter having conversations about how to rock the mic in the studio. What? NoBueno.com. NoBueno.com. You just walk. Like, I would like to know the person walking in, like, is he more shocked than the two that the person walking in on? Like, they just chopping it. Like it ain't nothing. Yeah, Yo, the daughter might even slip up and be like, yeah, girl. You know how females talk. And they chopping it with their girlfriends. She chopping it with her pops and she just flowing. Yeah, girl. You know what I mean? To the pops. Like, what? You walk in there like, sad, man. That joint is real sad. Like, for real. You know what I mean? But, like I said, man, these just are things not to do, man, when you got the money on. Don't do it. I mean, it's nothing, to me. Go out of the country. Go out of the country somewhere. Not to say to go live, but to go snatch you up something nice. At the end of the day, you don't got to worry about knowing that not near American, then you know what I'm saying? Come on, when you with the money, I don't be understanding these dudes in the industry. You know what I'm saying? I truly don't. That I guess I would say man and woman. Man and woman. You know what I mean? Man and woman. It's just not that's not written. Word. That's not written. Like I'm like look at Anthony Edwards. That joint is wild. Russell Wilson. You married to another nigga baby moms. That's in the limelight. It's nasty. You know what I mean? But I, I wish Kanye the best, man. You know what I mean? If you feel like that's, if you want to pull that stunt and that's gonna get him, who am I to tell him that's not how to go about it? Who am I? Who am I? You know what I mean? I ain't nobody. Definitely not to, sit there and, tell them, oh, nah, this shouldn't be. Nah. You know what I mean? I don't think that'd be cool. But when you are that when you are that caliber and you're in front of a camera all day, every day, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how Kanye, don't take that into consideration. You understand? So, like I said yesterday, when you look at, how he was raised, nah, I don't think. Me personally, I don't think that happened. You know what I mean? I think again that was, a clout move. Let me see what's up. You know what I mean? Let me get ahead and, keep my name because he had the first one and then you see the academic interview ain't really, go bananas. So he had a counter. People come up here and make plays every day, B. So, he just being who he is, smart enough to say, yo, listen, you ain't gotta come up here and spit your whole life. You ain't gotta come up here and be truthful. All you gotta do is come up here and get an audience to listen, get your subscribers up, get your views up, and you good money. Because they good listen. That's all you gotta do. You know what I mean? So I don't, I no longer, try to put myself in a position to hold anybody accountable. It's on me to sit there and let somebody piss on me and tell me it's raining. You know what I mean? If you gonna sit there and you gonna go ahead and entertain the lie, you're more worse than the liar. You know what I mean? That's a fact. So, again, going back to Shannon Sharpe, if he can sit there and share the stage with let's just say Stephen A. Smith, you got the money on already. I don't know if you got kids or whatever have you, maybe nieces and nephews even, and they tuning in. I'm sure they feel the same way. I'm sure that. I'm sure they feel the same way. I am so sure that. Just on the strength of you got all that money on and you got allegedly So now you sharing the platform, and what you gonna say? Nah, it ain't go down like that. It ain't this. It ain't that. Because sometimes necessarily, you don't always got to be guilty if you just saying, yo, listen, I'll take this hush money. But then, nah, you guilty. You guilty. Yeah, you guilty. I ain't even gonna try to sugarcoat it. You guilty. At the end of the day, when you start turning around and you gotta explain yourself, you guilty. When you giving, why is you paying somebody to lie on you? 10 mil to lie on you? Yo, give me 1 mil. I go 365 days just straight slandering you. Just give me 1 mil. You want somebody to lie to you? Shannon Sharpe, give me 1 mil. I'll lie to you all day. 365 days. That's the contract. I signed a year contract for 1 mil. I lie on you all day. They saying you over there in the Alphabet City, you bugging. I seen that nigga take down like 4 joints back to back in a row. I seen that nigga getting in the whip without crashing it. Yeah, I seen that. My own eyes. Yeah. Yeah, that's a fact. 10 mil for somebody to lie? You know, like, you're paying for that? So, yeah, you guilty. You guilty. Because there's no way, right, that you say, I didn't do this. I don't even know her. Because let's get to that. How you even know her? So now that means that you plundering. So if he met her on a social site, is it safe to say this may be what they say, what they call it, uh, um, when you constantly do things? Damn, I forgot the word, man. But it's a pattern, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you look at it, it's a pattern. Especially if he met her on a social media site. Because now that, you know, it's safe to say that that wasn't your first victim. It just wasn't. And let's not even use the word victim. But that wasn't your first rodeo. It just wasn't your first rodeo. If you came in contact via social media. Nah, it ain't that. It ain't that. Persistent. Nah, it ain't. Nah, it ain't that. It's another word. They be using in them courtrooms, man. You know what I mean? Habitual. Habitual. Yeah, habitual. You know what I'm saying? Habitual. You know what I'm saying? Like, you did this. This is what you do. And I mean, I'm sure everybody does. But when you got that type of money on, come on, man. I mean, come on. Come on, people. I be somewhere. Yo, you can go to another country, man, and just pretty much build your own situation, man. And build your own situation. It's as as Stephen A. say, it's blasphemy. It's blasphemy. And you know it's bugged out because I had seen a show when Stephen A. was going through it with LeBron. I seen a show where Shannon Sharpe was kind of like, yo, I'm gonna distance myself from him. You know, I don't like, pretty much how he conducted himself. Doing. I'm like, hold on. And now look what's going on. I just thought about that. Like he didn't come up there and was like, yo, yeah, I'm going to bat for my guy. Pretty much, whatever he's saying, I'm jacking it. You know what I mean? No Shantae. So I'm like, all right, cool. Cool. But now, you got these allegations. And you okay to still pop up like, yeah, yo, what up? What up, Steve? Ain't nothing. And just do a show? Is that what we doing? Is that what we doing? Because that's nasty work. It's nasty work, people. That's a fact. You know, Clap said what? Only a guilty man has to worry. Yeah. But is he worrying? Or do he need to worry? Do he need to worry? Do he need to worry? Because, I mean, it's going to become a time where somebody is going to be like, I got a daughter, dude. That's gross. You know what I mean? Like, having a good event going on. Everybody got their kids with them. How would another man feel comfortable with allowing him around his 19, 20-year-old? It's awkward. It's awkward. You not being around my no old. My daughter gonna be 50, nigga. You ain't being around no sir. Yeah, that's a whole fact. You already know that. Yeah, AP. Nothing. You not at all. Don't even look that way. Yo, listen, when my daughter walk by, nigga, close your eyes. How else can you look at him? I don't know. He might have tried to, get at Molly. Molly probably look like she alright with it though. Molly probably alright with that. Molly probably alright with that. Yeah, I won't trust you, I clap. You won't even get an invitation. I don't know though, Ron BX. I seen a show they did already live today. They you know, I don't know if it was pre-recorded, but that thing said live. I don't know, man. I know it ain't a good look, you know, for him to be on. You know, I'm sure everybody sees it, and for somebody to to come up there as a co-host, that joint that says a lot about the person. That says a lot about the person. If you sit up there and you co-host, like, allegedly, if this thing is a true fact, then more people comes out. NoBueno.com. So no people. So no. I mean, I'm surprised they still got them rocking. Just with this floating around like this, because this gonna go on. This gonna go on for a while. This gonna be servicing for a while, because what's gonna happen is other people's gonna come out. Other people may have allegations, and the sad thing, even if it's not true, I think it's gonna be a lot servicing around this. Even if it's not true, it's gonna be a lot servicing around this. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's not true. So I think it's like a lose-lose. Or you pay the hush money, and that's not a win. You paying somebody to lie on you. Crook, salute, my God. How you, man? Yeah, that's what it is too. Crook, you might have made a point. Is Kanye dropping an album? Free promotion is free promotion. Free promotion, free promotion. That's a fact, Crook. I ain't even think about it like that. With the Kanye situation, that's. But I had said that when he started talking about on the academic joint, I'm God, you know, like the black KKK. Like I said, they ain't doing nothing but taking a play out our book here in this dark side dirty sector. That's what they doing. If I can get in front of a camera, right, and just say whatever I want to say with no truth attached to it, why not? Why not? The lie gonna sell more than the truth in certain situations. Yeah, that lie gonna sell more than the truth. In certain situations, people, that lie is gonna sell more. Word up. It's gonna sell more. That lie. They don't want to. People don't pay to hear the truth. So why not? Even if you get the other person involved. Yo, listen, this is what we gonna do. Yo, we gonna say this. Okay, I'm gonna say that, and then we gonna keep it going like we for real. Which it ain't nothing wrong with it. Get your acting skills up. But this is, this is what's going on though. We do know this is what's going on. Crook, what it do with you, man? How you, man? This Shannon Sharpe situation is messy, Crook. What you think? What you think about that? This Shannon Sharpe situation? It's nasty, man. It's definitely nasty. So come on, people, get them likes up. Get them likes up. Get them likes up. You come in the building, make sure you smashing that like button, man. You're rocking with your boy 050 Bucks, aka Mr. Shoot Right Back. Yeah, but what you think about this Shannon Sharpe thing, though, Akra? What you think about that Shannon Sharpe situation? Oh yeah, don't get caught in the conversation on YouTube. Trust me, I mean, on Instagram or whatever. So you know what I mean? That thing go left real fast. Yeah, it go left real fast, man. But I ain't thinking about that though. Kanye be dropping an album soon. Yeah, but hey yo, Akra. But does that make him guilty, Akra? If the if the money or you said money gonna always smash, or would that make him guilty? That's what I want to know. Will that make him guilty? That's why I said, man, when you got that kind of money on, you need to take your talent outside the country. That's a fact. Take your talent outside the country, man. Because there's no way you got to perform in that manner and you got the money on. There's no way. No way at all. You got the money on. First and foremost, if you got the money on, why you should have a list of what you got going on social media or whatever, and you pick out a 19-year-old. You pick out a night like that's the only thing that tickles me, man. That tickles me. Cause there's no way. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm sitting here trying to make sense of it because I do know this is just people do this like the social media. It's you're not. It's they undefeated. The social media undefeated. Oh, hold on, Akra. You saying the girl was Shannon Sharpe ex? Wow. Wow. See, I never heard that one. I never heard she was the ex. What people do. Yeah, that's a dope question, Asia. Is she Caucasian? Yeah. So did he meet her on OnlyFans? Did he meet her? Is that where he met her at? Is that where he met her at on OnlyFans? Because if he met her on OnlyFans, she's not the only victim. If he met her on OnlyFans, she's not the only victim. Active activity, salute, my God. Appreciate the pull up. Yeah, Asia, so true. That's they scheme of things. I mean, you got regular females that's out here doing it for nothing though. Yeah, you definitely got regular females out here. They doing it for nothing. Yeah, I still don't know why it wasn't criminal charges pressed. Can anybody answer that for me in the chat? Why wasn't criminal charges pressed? Because there ain't no way, I think, if you can sue, you have to, you know, you have to tell the little things. So I guess I'm gonna leave that one. I guess I'm gonna leave that. Crook, salute, my God, appreciate that. Something strange for some change. The world will never change. Facto. And it's gonna keep on going like that. You know what I mean? It's gonna keep going on like that. You know, I guess right or wrong. You know what I mean? So, you might have. I want to do a part two on this because I really want to do research on. I'm hearing that he paid her money, hush money already. I think they said 10 mil. He paid her 10 mil hush money. Um, I think somebody in the chat said that she's the one suing for the 50 mil. I thought it was allegedly. Grown man thought, salute, my God. Wax AP, salute. You know, you think, ayo, Wax, you think Shannon Sharpe finito? Yo, grown man thoughts, how you, my Gaza? What you think about that Shannon Sharpe, grown man thoughts? What you think about that Shannon Sharpe situation? Yeah, he's done. Facts. Stick a fork in him. I agree. Whether right or wrong, Wax. Whether right or wrong. Word up. Yeah. But I guess with the hush money, I guess, they're going to sign papers where she can never talk about it again. So I guess that's where that's going to play. Guess that's what that's gonna play out. That's where the hush money is gonna play out. I don't know why. Why would he have to give hush money if nothing ever happened? Why give hush money if it never happened? Right? Why would I pay somebody to lie on me? Yeah, that's a fact, Wax. That's what I'm saying. I'm like me. I thought he was hanging out there, hanging out there in Alphabet City. You know what I mean? But I was wrong. I guess. You know, I guess he liked the cookie jar. Admission of guilt, right? That's what I'm saying. Like, if he give that money up, is that saying he guilty? You know what I'm saying? Like, if he just like, yo, you know what? Does that make him guilty? You know what I mean? Does that make him look like, yo, you's a piece of ish? But yo, Wax, check this out, right? DJ Salute. If you pay for it, DJ, I say who I said. Hey, yo, Wax, right? So, what you think about people sharing a platform with him? Yo, you heard Wax? What you think about the people that's taking a platform with him? Grown man thoughts. What you think about that? What you think? City Bama Salute. Appreciate the pull up. Hey yo, grown man thoughts and Wax AP. What do y'all think about the people that's sharing the platform with him? Stephen A. Smiths, the Moleys. What y'all think? What y'all think about that? Like, I want to know that. I want to know what y'all think about that. That's the part that's like, you sit there and you share the same platform, and you know this dude. That's that's out of linea. You out of pocket doing that. Yeah, you out of pocket doing that. That's so sad, grown man thoughts. That's what I said earlier too. Yo, you know what? It ain't involving my check, but how about if you're a father? You know what I mean? If you're a father and you like, yo, hold on. You know what I'm saying? I think they're about their business, but everyone has to let this play out unless he's removed by ESPN. If not, yeah, yeah, he did a show live earlier. But if people saying that he already given hush money, I'm sure ESPN heard it. I'm sure ESPN heard he tried to give her hush money. I'm sure that. I'm sure, just like we know, that he tried to pay her off. ESPN know the same thing. I'm sure of it. Stephen A. Smith be on YouTube. I'm sure he heard it. I'm sure of it. Yeah, so you think ESPN is gonna put their company on the line to get that kind of backlash? Because let's be real, half of his audience is probably 30 and under. Yeah, it's sad. You know, you sitting there, you got a daughter, 19, 20, and you sitting there. I got a better one. This is your guy. Y'all cool. You invite him over the house. Your daughter, 19, 20. She walking around the house comfortable. Like, how that work? Word, like, how that work? You know what I mean? But, you know, as we just explained, as they out for their check. It ain't dumb. You know what I mean? It ain't dumb. That ain't my child he did it to. Until it becomes their child. Until it becomes their child. Then it's mucho problemos. Right, but are they saying that it's that other kind of situation, or no? So is she saying that, you know, he took it? Let me ask that question. Is she saying that he took it? Yeah, me neither. I know bits and pieces, but I see now. That's why I said I'm gonna do a part 2 on this. You know what I mean? I'm gonna do a part 2 on this. I'll probably go stream y'all, do a part 2 on this, probably like later on, maybe. If not, yeah, maybe later on. I may do a part 2 of this, man, because I really want to know all the details that I don't know. You know what I mean? So I ain't on my job, people. Okay. So my question again, and I keep asking this: why isn't he charged criminally? Why criminal charges is not brought upon him? Why is criminal charges not brought upon him? That's the question of the night. Why is he not charged criminally if this is the situation? No one is answering that. Or even try to help figure it out. Because wouldn't that be next? Right, you know what I mean, Wax? That's what I'm saying. Like, why? Like, this is criminal now. Ronald Somerville, salute, my guy. Appreciate the pull up. This becomes criminal. No criminal charges. That's y'all don't. That's not shaky. It don't matter if she got her OnlyFans page. So what? It don't matter if she's of age. Okay, so what? So that's the question of the hour, people. That is the question of the hour. Why isn't he charged criminally? Because in some states, the state will pick it up whether she filed charges or not. In some states, yeah, we talking about the Shannon Sharpe joint, Ronald. Yeah, we talking about the Shannon Sharpe joint. Like, why wasn't he? Why isn't he? Why isn't he charged criminally? Hey yo, Wax. Everything goes nowadays. This could be a big play. You know what I mean? To keep his name in the algorithm. Same thing with Kanye doing. Yeah, she over 18, Ronald, but she's saying that she didn't approve of it. In so many words, she didn't approve of it. So it doesn't matter how old you is. Now when it becomes, you know, it becomes, criminal when the other party doesn't approve. Nah, that ain't cat. Ronald. Right. He was gonna give her 10 mil to shut up. So now the next question is, why didn't she take the 10 mil? Why she ain't take the 10 mil? I'm sure she ain't making 10 mil on OnlyFans. Why didn't she take the 10 mil? Shit. I know one thing. She not getting no 10 million on no OnlyFans. I know that. I don't care what else she got to expose. It ain't gonna pay her no 10 mil at all. At all. But yo, man, I appreciate y'all for pulling up, man. It's your boy 050 Bucks, aka Mr. Shoot Right Back. You understand? It's nasty work out here, people. Gotta be easy. These are the things not to do when you got that money on. It's just the bottom line. These are the things not to do. These are the things to stay away from. Because as you see, you got people that starve, they get up there so, so bad, it's like a sugar rush. They want to get to the top fast. You know what I'm saying? They want to get to the top fast. And then when they get there, they fumble the ball. That's what makes it sad. Because you got people fighting to get there. I said it before. If you paying $10 million for someone allowing you, all you gotta do is give me $1 million. I allow you 365 days for $1 million. 10 mil. Snowbuena.com. But these are the things not to do, man. Again, I appreciate everybody for pulling up. It's your boy 050 Bucks, aka Mr. Shoot Right Back. Hood Love TV, salute my guys at Mikey B. What's going on, my guy? Salute to Hood Love TV. Make sure y'all go like, share, and subscribe. Hood Love TV. Make sure y'all go like, share, and subscribe to Wax Joint. You already know. Asia, can you drop them links in the shit of that? Mikey B, this nasty work. What you think about that Shannon Sharpe joint, Mikey B? What you think about that Shannon Sharpe joint? You think ESPN gonna let him go? They trying to get it, and they trying to get it fast. They trying to get that money on fast. They not playing. That's a fact. They trying to get that money on fast. Man, I appreciate everybody for pulling up, though, man. Again, man, on your way out, please hit that like button, share the live, go subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Go to my community wall, check out my merch. Go to the notification bell. Make sure you hit all so you know when I'm going live. I might do a part 2 on this, maybe on live stream or StreamYard. I mean, for the supporters, man, keep supporting. Y'all already know I appreciate y'all. For the people that's just coming in, that's just, tuning in. I hope y'all catch it on a replay. And again, it's your boy 050 Bucks, aka Mr. Shoot Right Back. Wow.